Hello everyone. Welcome to the another tutorial. In this tutorial, we will understand how to use if-else statement to create new columns. These if-else statements we use it very often when you are creating new variables or you want to extract some information from from other variables, and you want to create a new column out of it so that you can use it in your further analysis. So so there are two methods for it, and which are very easy. So the first method is basically when you have only two choices. So for example, if you're saying if some condition is if you're saying that maybe something is greater than a number, then you are making it a good, or else you are making it a bad. And other type is that where you want to, you have a multiple conditions using multiple columns, and then on the basis of that you want to create a new column. So it will be a very useful tutorial. So let's get started. So I'm importing a column. I'm importing the packages, both pandas and numpy, and I am taking the I am just importing the VGS dataset. Okay, and I am creating the data frame for the cars. So as you all know, that cars dataset, we have used it very often in our past videos also, because it's very diverse dataset. You have the numerical values also, and then you have the categorical values also. So that is why I have used it. But all these methods will work in any kind of data set, whether it is a large or a small. So, so now let's see when you have only two choices to select from. So for example, in this case, in this case, for example, it's an horsepower variable is here, and I want to create a variable of the cars which have the horsepower more than 130. I'm uh, giving it a good rating, and if it is less than 130, I'm giving it a bad rating. So in that case, you can use the np.where command. So np.where is basically, it takes the variable. Okay, so you have to give the variable, like for example, in a series kind. Okay, and like df and then horsepower greater than 130, and then after that you have to give the value when it becomes true. So if it is more than 130 and if it is true, then it should populate the variable as good, and if it is false, then it should populate a variable as bad. So for example, I have created a variable called df power, and I'm saying that if horsepower is more than 130, then good, otherwise it is bad. So just run it. Okay, and then see. Okay, so you can see here this variable has been easily created here. So it is more than 130 horsepower, it is giving it. So here it is 130, but since it is not more than 130, it is giving it as a bad. As you can see here, that all it is coming as a good. So this is a very, very simple example. But what happens when you want to use a multiple condition using multiple columns to generate a single variable? So in that case, what we can use it here, we can use np.select. np.where will not work in this condition, but np.select it will work. So in np.select you have to give conditions, and then the choices you have to give. So choices means what if that condition becomes true, and there is a default value. So what happens, default value is basically what happens when none of your conditions are true, then what value you want to give. So let's do it, let's understand it. So for example, if I want to select the cars, and and I want to see the basis of three parameters like miles per gallon, horsepower and the origin, and I want to see, like, which are the best cars in each of those countries. Uh, okay, originated from each of those. So what I'm saying is that if df miles per gallon is equal more than is equal to 18, and df horsepower is more than 130, and df origin is equal to USA. So I'm saying that basically what I'm saying is that in USA, find the cars which have the horsepower more than 130, and find the cars which have the miles per gallon is more than 18. So these are all and conditions, and this, if all these conditions are met, then only it will become true. So I've given a condition here, and in the choices, the second parameter is choices here, and in the choices, I'm saying this is the best USA. So if it is all these conditions are met, then give the variable value, then give the value of it as a best USA. In the same way, if it is origin USA and the horsepower 130, and it is miles per gallon is 18, you give it a best USA, and the same way you give it as a best as Japan, right? And so here you have to make sure that conditions you are giving in a list here. So in the list you are basically in brackets you are giving each of the conditions. So for example, this is a condition based on the USA, this is the condition based on Europe, and this is the condition that is based on the Japan for good cars. And then in the choices, you give the values when each of these conditions for USA, Europe, and Japan becomes true. So you can see here I have separated them into commas. So I'm giving choices as the best USA, best EU, and best Japan. And I am creating a variable like best car, and I am giving here like np.select. I will give the condition. So condition variable is here, condition parameter is here. Choices are here, and then the default I'm saying it's if nothing, no conditions, uh, no condition is met, then I'm saying it is a not a best car. So just run it and see. Okay, so you can see here these are coming, seeing is the best USA. Okay, it's not coming everything, the whole whole data frame is not coming, so I just select the unique from the best cars. Okay, so I have the best car from the USA, I have the best cars from the Japan, but given my conditions of more than 18 miles per gallon and more than 130 horsepower, I don't see any car here. So I can say that, like, according to my parameter, there are some cars which some cars from the USA and some cars are from the Japan, which has the conditions that I have specified. Okay, you can also query the data. So in my last video, you must have seen that you can use df.query, and the best car you can say. So you can say these are the best cars that have met with the particular conditions here. Okay. Now, what happens? So now uh, what happens when I want to, you know, uh, if I want to update my new column on the basis of the existing column? So what I want to do, I want to create a new variable which is called car condition, and my condition here is same like np.where, and df horsepower is equal to 130. But now instead of giving it as a good, which we have done earlier, we want to give it as a we want to populate it with the name of the car. So here I've given just the df underscore name, which is the name of the car. So if this condition becomes true, then name of the car will be populated here, other else it will be given as a bad. So just run it. See, so you can see here this Buick Skylark 320. So horsepower is more than 130. So that value is populated here. Otherwise, it is saying that it is a bad car. In the same way here, the Plymouth satellite, it is a 318, which is more than 130, and it is got populated here. Same way, you can modify our last code where we are giving multiple conditions. You can give choices at df underscore name, uh, df name, and df name. So you have to make sure that if you have three conditions here, okay, you have to give three times you have to specify df name, because three condition I'm saying because these are all separated by comma. So each one uh, bracketed thing is one condition. So this is and these are all separated by and. So this is one condition, comma, this is second condition, and this is the third condition. Okay, and in choices I have to give three times name. So I'm saying that if first condition gets true, give me the name of the car. If the second condition becomes true, give me the name of the car. If the third condition becomes true, then give me the name of the car from the Japan for the third condition. And now I'm creating a new variable. I'm saying maybe I will say it best car one. Okay, and then I am saying that default I'm giving it not best. So if nothing will be true in this condition, it will give the not best. So just run it. Okay, so okay, you can see here it is Plymouth satellite is coming here. Let's see. Okay, so here you can see like best USA, and one some cars from the USA and some cars from the Japan are coming as the best here. Okay, so I think you have understood the concept here. So let's meet in the next tutorial. Thank you.